If you are progressing through the main storyline in Bizarre Lineage, reaching Quest 4-5 can suddenly feel like hitting a wall. And I'll tell you exactly why this happens and how you can fix it so you can continue the quest line without getting stuck. A lot of players reach this point, find the boxing coach, try to start the fight, and then get told that they are too weak. It can look like a bug at first, but your game is actually working exactly as intended. This quest is designed as a stat check that makes sure your character is strong enough for mid-game content. In other words, the game is testing if your build and level are high enough before letting you continue. First, you need to know where to find the boxing coach. If you are wandering around the city trying to locate him randomly, you are wasting a lot of time. The fastest method is using the fast travel system and going directly to bus stop 2. Once you arrive there, look for the building called JoJo's Bizarre Gym, which most players simply call JoJo's Bizarre Gym. Walk inside the building and go up the stairs to the second floor. When you reach the top, you will see a boxing ring and the boxing coach standing nearby. That is the NPC required for Quest 45. Now let's talk about the problem most players encounter, which is the message saying you are too weak. If the boxing coach refuses to fight you, that means your character does not have enough raw power to trigger the quest battle. The game specifically checks your stats before allowing the fight to begin. To fix this, you need to improve your build quickly. The first step is adjusting your stat distribution. The boxing coach fight mainly checks your physical damage, so you should put most of your stat points into strength to increase your basic attack damage. Any remaining points should go into health so you can survive his heavy punches during the fight. The next step is gaining experience quickly so your stats increase. Instead of fighting random enemies around the map, make sure you complete the early game quests given by characters like Jotaro and Shizuki, because those quests provide much better experience rewards. If you still need more levels after finishing those quests, the fastest way to gain experience is joining raids with other players. Raids give far more experience than normal grinding, and repeating them a few times can quickly push your character past the stat requirement for this quest. One raid that players often farm for fast progression is the Yashikujikira raid. Once your strength is high enough, the boxing coach will finally accept the challenge and allow you to step into the ring. Do not underestimate this fight because the coach is a strong close-range fighter with heavy burst damage. If you stand still and trade punches, you will probably lose. The best strategy is keeping constant pressure on him. Use your basic M1 attacks repeatedly to keep him stunned and apply continuous damage. Whenever he tries to approach you, activate your stand and use a stand barrage because this will deal most of your damage. If you already unlocked a sub-ability such as Hamon or Spin, you can add those attacks after your barrage for extra burst damage. Another important tip is managing your distance. When your stand barrage goes on cooldown, use your dash to create space and avoid his strongest counter-attacks. Attack again once your abilities are ready. After defeating the boxing coach, you will complete Quest 45 and move one step closer to unlocking the boxing fighting style, which is currently one of the most useful options for PvP builds in Bizarre Lineage.